for my watchers, those who watch the watchers, and the sneaking peeks. Thank you guys for getting on the channel. If you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'm getting ready to go over the Bay Bridge, and now I'm double thinking maybe I should put on my rain gear, because it looked like sprinkles, and the further I go the more it's like, no, this is gonna be real rain. Alright, life is such. Should have done it when I was there. Well, one reason I'm doing this today, we recently had the Key Bridge collapse. It was knocked down. And I've heard more people talk about how scared they are going over bridges now. I go over bridges all the time. They don't bother me a bit. If you're scared of bridges, maybe this might not be the video to watch today. Now, this is the side that a lot of people get freaked out on, because as you notice, you can see the water really easily from this one. On the other one, it's got cement, where this has got 3 bars. So it kind of freaks people out. Now, me personally, I don't care. I think it's kind of cool. And this is a solid bridge. It doesn't have the, best way to put it, the aeration on them. All of a sudden we're slowing down. We were going at decent speed. Now I'm going to get all wet, people. Come on. So as you can see, it's gone away. It's quit dripping. But you have a lot of people who are terrified of these bridges. Especially after that one just fell so suddenly. Now, a lot of bridges have something called dolphins, which are these giant cement things in front of the holding piers that keep it so that, you know, less chance or less likelihood of something actually plowing into it like that ship did. I don't know if this one has them or not. I'm going to have to look online. If it does, I'll put something down below with a picture. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. But as I said, I don't know. And like this one, this is similar. It's a suspension. So this is the part of the bridge that, if anyone was going to be afraid of, would be the part to fear. But there's really nothing to fear. The odds of you going over a bridge that is going to be hit and collapsed is extremely low. But it's like, hey, being killed by chicken, it's never 0. But I've played those kind of odds my whole life. I jumped out of aircraft. I've done all kinds of crazy stuff. Heck, I drive a motorcycle on a day where it wasn't supposed to rain until 5. Well, it's dripping on me now. Drove all the way to Delaware and I'm most of the way back. I'm only, what, 21 miles from home. And I'm still going up. But, I'm serious. These are not bad bridges. These are kind of fun. Now I'm going to intermingle my other video if it comes out pretty good. The reason why is I'm doing it as a stop motion, so it's doing, you know, time lapse, and I've got it down below. It's also going forward right there off of the tire. But I do think this is kind of cool up here. I love looking out that way. We still got a couple of ships that are like, okay, is it worth it to wait? Is it worth it to go on? Are we being reassigned? Where are we going? Because that's one of their anchorages, is to wait. And they are opening up another channel, they said, for shallower ships. Because it does have 2 shallower points they could get ships through if they're short enough. And that's one of the things a lot of people don't realize is these would be high, but you know, it's still pretty close for some ships. The key bridge was really high too. And I look forward for the new one to be put up. Hopefully it's a different format of a bridge. I've seen some really cool CAD drawings for what it could be. Who knows what it'll ever end up looking like. But I've been through a lot of bridges. I've been through the tunnel bridge down on the other part of the Chesapeake going down into Virginia Beach. I've gone over the Mackinac Bridge up at Mackinac. And by the way, these don't look like there's any dolphins on them. They're just the thick things at the bottom. I've been through some weird bridges in Europe. I went over the Bridge of the Americas down in Panama. In Asia, I've gone over a lot of bridges. I've had the advantage of I've lived all over this globe of ours. And I'm just happy that it finally quit spitting at me, but it's spitting just over there in Annapolis. So I would just get home, and if need be, I'll change. And yeah, I could pull over up here and put on my rain gear, but I don't think I'm going to get that wet between here and there. If I do, life is such. Now this is because it's, you know, going over the bridge and that, it's going to be a little longer than some of these. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. And as always, as I said at the start, I want to thank all of my watchers, those who watch the watchers, the Sneaking Peaks, and everyone else. Sneaking Peaks, for those of you who don't know, that's the people who only look at it for like 2 seconds and go away. Or the ones who watch it without subscribing. Alright, well thank you guys very much. I'm going to put this in cruise so I can turn off the camera safely.